So we had the second meeting for the Centre of Advanced Permaculture, and this time we had it up on the upper lot 1. On the day we had 38 people present, and I got probably emails from about 8 or 9 other people saying they'd love to have come, but they had work commitments. So Thursday at Crystal Waters, getting 38 people to a meeting, that's a milestone. Considering all the meetings that we've had in the past where people didn't want to come, even for important things. So it showed us really that people are really supportive of this project. We sat around in a circle, we got the whiteboard out, and we talked about some of the issues relating to the CAP, but there was no dissension from the people there. We walked around the site and we looked at it from different angles, and I pointed out some of the areas that I thought might be good for outdoor or indoor-outdoor classrooms, and some of the strategies that we could use on the site. Interesting enough, John Sinclair brought some photos along of the original gardening area that when the first Crystal Waters people appeared here. So that was the first site where they actually had a community garden. So now it's going to be a community school. We did observe on our walk around was that the infrastructure up there is starting to become quite dilapidated, like things are falling off the buildings and that sort of stuff, and the composting toilet, the floor's getting rotten, and the place hasn't really been used well for a long time, so it's starting to show its age, and it's about time that we could turn that around. So all in all, everybody was quite happy with looking at the site as a school. And then we sat down and got some more ideas, and a couple of things that we agreed on. One was that we should have a beautiful pathway coming up from lower lot 1, sweeping around the site, so that visitors, whether they're on a tour or just on their own, can walk through there and see some great examples of permaculture. And then we talked about we can terrace that piece of land. And we could have a medicine terrace, we could have a terrace for native flowers or edible flowers, we could have vegetable systems, we could have poultry. There's so many different things we could have on that walk, and that certain enthusiastic people in the community could take on those areas as their own projects. So what I can see in the future is that site at the top there will be a demonstration of the people's skills in this community, and also it can be where we bring all our planting stock to one place to show what kind of plants you can grow in this area that support permaculture. So since that meeting, I've talked to the board again, or at least a couple of members of the board, and so the only hurdles we got now is one was insurance, and so there is an existing policy, and we may need to buy some more insurance to cover the training. But like I said, we're only interested in the first year of doing the landscaping and testing a few weekend workshops out, and maybe the climate change adaptation course. And the other issue that they want to talk about was the toilets. And for any of the training that we're doing, we can use the kitchen toilets, so that's not a problem. But in the future, I think we can work with the cooperative to rebuild those toilets up there. I mean, we need really a lot more toilets for the amount of people that are going to start coming to Crystal Waters. Not for the CAP, but I think that business is going to pick up as people look for more solutions about climate change, and permaculture is the best toolbox for it. So all in all, I think it was a very good meeting, and people had some great ideas. Some of the young fellas, like Morag's son, had a great idea for a technology shed. We also agreed that there should be a barn up in upper lot 1, or a large building that we can house our tools and our important things. So if we had a big climate change event like a flood or something like that, it's in a safe place, and it may be used to support some of the people that might be displaced by such an event, right? Probably from our own community, because even in our own community we have some people living in low-lying areas. We're on our way. We just got to, one thing I'd ask the community though is to, if you see a board member, co-op board member, please tell them that you support this project. They need to get their confidence up a bit higher, and they're all supportive of it, but they need to feel they need to feel the support from the community members. Yeah. All right, thanks.